get on here on YouTube. You guys have been following my son and I. I wanted to thank you for chiming into our shorts. I'm very grateful for that. We're going to be going live here on YouTube basically to talk about our All Disabilities Festival located in Columbus, Ohio. We have people from all over the state of Ohio that come and participate in our festival. And I just want to come on here. Today is Giving Tuesday. And I want to encourage and inspire those that have nonprofit, for-profits, organizations, or whatever. Today is the day that everybody thinks about, when it comes to giving back. You have your Black Friday, everybody goes out and goes shopping. You have your Small Business Saturday, you have Sunday, and then you have a Cyber Monday. And now it's time for people to think about giving back. I have put in the description how to get on our website and check us out and just give. There's no amount too small. I want to go live today because I want to share my heart. I haven't got a chance to get on YouTube to just tell you how the All Disabilities Festival came about. It came about, my oldest son actually has autism and wanted to create. I had a friend of mine who had cerebral palsy, DJ'd a wheelchair basketball game for about 8 years. And we were just talking about having like a festival-like event for friends and family, for everybody to come together, have food trucks, have bouncy houses, have, all the things, singers, dancers, a sensory-friendly place, and things of that nature. Reached out to an organization that I was already participating in, the Columbus Gospel Fest. I MC those events, and they said, sure, just do your festival right before we do the Gospel Fest, which is at 4:00. And we came on board and did it. And it was so successful that we ended up going to our own day. We were on Sundays for a long time, and then we moved. The festival grew and grew. Pandemic happened. We did a drive-through initiative, did a drive-through festival. People was able to come to the drive-through and have just a great time. I'm coming on here to inspire and encourage you, to let you know that, sometimes when you step out and do things, it was for friends and family, and next thing you know, it grows into a signature event in your city. And that's where we're at. We're a signature event in our city. My son and I get on here and we gotta say Happy Thanksgiving and all the things, and have a great relationship with my son. My son allowed me to handle my own disability, whereas I was in a lot of car accident, had a fall, and scraped my knee really bad. And now I'm at the place where I'm just, jumping on and making things happen. I watched a couple of videos looking at StreamYard, and there's a guy by the name of Sean Kennel who said, hey, just record. And I wanted to record on Giving Tuesday because sometimes you just jump out and you do something. And we had over 4,000 people that came to our festival, looking to triple that for 2026. So I wanted to come on here and just inspire and encourage, but also if you have the heart to give, be more than welcome to give. Mostly YouTube is used to inspire and encourage, especially adults and children and family with disabilities. We at our festival, we have, a place for seniors, we have a place for children, we have a place for adults. It's an all family type event. And the reason why I'm coming live is because I really want to inspire that space and really want to talk about Giving Tuesday. But I also want to talk about how my son allowed me to handle my own disability and all the things that I'm currently dealing with. And it's great because when I go to this festival, I get a chance to get my own personal resources, information, and things of that nature. And I tell people all the time, before you look down at a person with a disability, if you live long enough, you will need help and resources to take care of your life. So please be mindful and be understanding that people with disabilities are just everyday people. One of the things that I tell people is I was in the United States Army for 6 years, Army veteran and really life can change at any moment. Some of the people went to war. I was during Desert Storm. Some people went to war, went to Afghanistan, went to different wars, and end up with PTSD or a disability. And they come back, they're young, they're trying to live their life, they're trying to do things. And some people look down upon them, not knowing that they risked their life in order to serve this country. So you have to be sensitive. There's a woman that I also know, I was on a panel, and there was a woman who actually all she was doing was riding her bike through through the forest, a pathway, actually a bike pathway, and a tree branch fell on her and crushed her spine and which caused her to be in a mobile wheelchair. Still had her mind and everything was absolutely okay, but people had the assumption that she was not intelligent because she was in a wheelchair. Never ever make that assumption. There's a dear friend of mine who she has 2 master's degrees and she's in a wheelchair. Heck, the smartest man on the planet, which is Stephen, I can't think of his last name. He was in a wheelchair and they call him the smartest man on the planet. He passed away not too long ago. What am my point in saying all this? I'm saying that the time now is to begin to be sensitive and caring and understanding with families with adult children with disability, or if you have a disability. Because a lot of times what happens is there's unlimited possibilities for you and for that person. You have no idea how that person can impact and inspire and encourage your life. And it's time to take the initiative to say, hey, you know what? Let me relook at how I'm thinking about this, because able-bodied people all the time have certain assumptions. They assume that people with disabilities are just less than, they're not equal to, but you don't know what that person went through. You don't know what that person overcome, and you have no idea the intelligence level of a person. My son has autism, but he's a genius when it comes down to computers and understanding technology. There's times where he helps me with my own phone. And I have learned to respect him as an individual and really encourage and inspire. I have came on the festival, basically came about as a fun time. And also it takes the shame factor away from people who get the diagnosis. I remember when I first got the diagnosis with my son with Asperger's. He was 3 years old. I was blown away. What is Asperger's? I have no idea what Asperger's is. Didn't know how to deal with it, how to understand it, what all that entailed, and things of that nature. And lo and behold, to find out that Asperger's is a form of autism. It's on the autism spectrum. And fast forward, my son was I think he turned 5. And what ended up happening is that he turned around and I took him to the doctor. The doctor said, hey, your son has what we call autism. I didn't know what autism was. I was confused about the terminology. I didn't know, what did that mean? And I was trying to, for the life of me, figure out how to take the information and really learn. Because when my family found out, they didn't know what autism was. And they was like, well, is it something that's curable? Is it something that he can come out of? Is it something that, will help him or whatever? And I had to learn that autism is, it's a social disorder, and that he has a different way of communicating. And so what I did was I said, you know what? I'm going to do everything that I can to assist him every way that I can. I happen to be a full-time entrepreneur. I had the opportunity and I had the time to really learn and grow and learn how to help navigate this new word I've never heard of. Fast forward, I went to occupational speech therapy, different doctors, learning how to navigate the system, taking him to his school system. And I want to say he had wonderful teachers. His teachers were absolutely amazing, giving resources, information. And I had friends that came along the way who were dealing with the same things. I had friends whose kids were 11 years older, 5 years older, and all that. And they were helping me navigate him going through high school, what an IEP was, how to help talk about that, how to navigate him now that he's an adult, navigate him even in this stage. My point being is that I created this YouTube page just to come and inspire and encourage. Yes, I am coming on you with Fundraising Tuesday, Giving Tuesday, talking about the festival. And if you have the opportunity to give, I put all the information in the show notes. You can go to our website and give. But the main objective for doing this is to just inspire and encourage parents and encourage individuals like myself who have a disability. And if you live long enough, you are going to need help, resources, information, contacts. That's the reason why I created the Senior Pavilion, because a lot of times there's three generations of seniors. There's seniors that are, Gen Xers, boomers, and silent generation, and all of them are alive right now, and they're in the senior category. So there's three generations that need help, resources, information, and things of that nature. How can you make a difference in that person's life to turn around and create and provide resources? Because the more you help when resources is needed and you need the support that you need, it's available to you. And it's time for you to be able to look at this thing straight on. Hey, how do I begin to, get resources, information, and things of that nature for adult children with disability, or as I'm getting older for myself? Of course, things change throughout the years, but it's good to get involved and dive in now, because you want to make sure that you have things in place for your child, your adult, or whatever, so that if you get old and then your children need to help you, you have things in place for them to help you. It's all across the board, because it's information that's necessary, because anything can change at any moment. I remember I was a part of like I said, I was a part of a panel, and the woman who had the tree limb that hit her, and she said, your life can change in an instant. And the people that you were looking down upon and scrawling at, now you're one of them. And what do you do in that situation? You have to humble yourself and say, you know what, let me revisit, relook at, and take the time out and the initiative to see, hey, I need to begin to change my trajectory on how I focus and view certain things. People with disabilities are some of the most unkept secrets in our society. I mean, unspoken secrets, not unkept, unspoken secrets, because there's things that they offer that you don't even know you use every day, like your mobile toothbrush that was created to help people with cerebral palsy, I can't even think of the name, but to help make it easier for them to brush their teeth. There's certain things and advantages we get with inventions that have happened for adults, children, and seniors with disabilities. Why am I pointing all this out? Because I want to bring a respect factor to a group of people who deserve to be respected and honored. YouTube has been phenomenal in creating a platform where we can get on here, and I got to give StreamYard a shout out, because I can do a live stream just to get on here, just to give you information and look at and seek out information in your own community. You can start right with your county, and this is for people in America. Your county has free services and free resources available to you, no matter what county you live in the United States of America. There might be some organizations and things of that nature across the world. So I want to encourage you to look for resources that are around you. I'm speaking mostly for the United States of America, because that's where I live and that's where I have information and resources. But I want to inspire and encourage you that there is stuff out there to help assist with your situation and things of that nature. Why did I create the festival? I created it so that it can be a place, a safe place for a family to come without people looking at them in a downtrodden way. For them to know that there's people who are going through the same thing, been through the same thing, already walked through the same thing, or currently going through the same thing, right in the same location that you're in. And that to take away the shame factor of getting information, resources, getting to services that might help you with a diagnosis, so you'll know the best way to help your child or adult with disability. There's people that I've known who had adult ADD, adult ADHD, and all this, that, and the other. But I'm coming on here as a mom and an advocate. I am not a doctor. I don't have all the doctor terminology, as you heard me stumble earlier. I'm just here to inspire and encourage you to give to organizations that you see that are making a difference in communities. I am here to talk about our organization. We had over 4,000 people that came, looking to double or triple our numbers for 2026. Very excited, want to get things in place, and it's Giving Tuesday, and I wanted to start coming on YouTube to tell my story, to let people know that that there are people out here who love and appreciate the fact your boldness, appreciate your hard work in the middle of the night. I have to come and let you know that my son at one time stayed awake for 20 hours and slept only 4 hours, because of my military training, and the fact that I have insomnia allowed me to handle that. But there's some parents who have to go to work every day, and it's hard for them to deal with and handle. There are resources out there that can help you navigate that difficulty with how to handle your child or adult with disability. There are so many things, because I named my organization Unlimited Possibilities because I wanted to inspire and encourage parents that there's unlimited possibilities with your children or your adult, even yourself. I found that I was able to, at first I had a shame factor when it came down to my particular disability, but then I got a mobile scooter. I'm able to move around. I'm able to go places. I'm able to enjoy family outings, opportunities, and things of that nature. I don't have to miss a lot of things. But at first I was ashamed because I couldn't walk long distances because I tore my calf muscle and it never grew back the same. So now I'm out here. First it was my son, but now it's me. And so this was about 5 years ago. And now that I'm starting to handle, understand, and be more appreciative of all the resources that are available. And I don't know everything or everything that's out there, but I do inspire and encourage you to look into it. Look into your local communities and see. I mean, you might start with the school system. You might start with the county commissions. You might start with, county DD. County DD services are available, what DD stands for is developmental disabilities. So there's all kinds of resources and services, not just for hidden disabilities, disabilities that are physical. And then there's also mental health services that you can look into, all the things to help you navigate and have a wonderful life. I think that sometimes some people look at struggle as a form of wanting to do things, and you don't have to do that. You don't have to struggle. You can take the time out and initiative to learn your strengths, your weaknesses, and get help that you need. There's so many people who are looking to you and looking to see, that they're not alone, and you're not alone in what you're doing and what your efforts are. I am here because of the fact that I have a mission. I'm excited. I have a wonderful son who has shown me that acceptance and trying to navigate and help with responsibilities and help him understand what his likes and dislikes are, and trying to find ways to communicate and things of that nature. It's all necessary, because in order to move forward and see things, people need to see themselves in a positive light. And that's what this is about. I'm so grateful for YouTube for creating a space for us to come on and StreamYard for us to come on and go live and say, hey, you have the opportunity to begin to build resources, relationships, contacts, and things of that nature to help you navigate life as you're young or as you get older, because then you'll learn that there's so many opportunities out there that you don't have access to, or you don't think you have access to, that are just available to you. If nothing else from this video, I really want you to learn that people are out there and available to you for free to give you resources that you need to navigate life. Don't sit on it and don't have a shame factor in learning about it. Go out there and get as much information as you can. And as you gather information, share the information that you gather so someone else can have the advantages that you have learned to have. We are here as a community of people to love one another in this great big old world, but especially in the United States of America, for us to begin to take the initiative to encourage and inspire one another in this realm of disability. There's unlimited possibilities, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. It's something to learn about, and it's something to embrace. I just want to inspire and encourage on this Giving Tuesday, knowing that if you live long enough, you too will have a disability or need help or resources in order to navigate. Please begin to embrace the great factors of all the people that you see different than yourself, because you never know when it might be you on the other side. So the better you are, the better outlook you have, the more information you have, the more resources you give, the more information you give, the more you take the time out to have a caring heart. When it's your turn, someone might care for you. Understand that that's necessary and it's needed more now than ever before. And there's people who's going to appreciate you along the way. On this Giving Tuesday, just think about a little organization called Unlimited Possibilities for All Disabilities. And if it's on your heart, take time out to give. There's no amount too small. We are here to inspire and encourage, but also at the end of the day, I want to inspire and encourage you on this YouTube channel. I look forward to more videos coming up and more information that will be given, and to encourage you as my son and I navigate being on YouTube and becoming YouTubers. Thank you again for taking the time out. Even if you saw a smart part of the video, I'm very, very grateful. But if you made it to the end right here, I'm very grateful that you chose to sit with me and listen to me. May you have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening to me on this Giving Tuesday 2025. I look forward to talking to you again in the near future. Take care.